Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today we are diving into a topic that is very crucial for everyone considering to visit Germany, and it's about visas. Whether you're planning for a short or a long stay, understanding the different types of visas and their requirements is essential. To help you understand whether you need a German visa, it is important to consider your nationality and the duration of stay. Just like I said in the previous video about residence permit, so EU citizens like the states from Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway or Switzerland, you don't need a visa to enter Germany, no matter how long you plan to stay. However, if you're planning to work or study, remember the registration of your address is still a requirement. So we have the visa exempt countries. Many nationalities are fortunate to have visa-free access and stays up to 90 days within a 180-day period. So it is convenient for tourism, business, or visiting families. If you have family members in Germany, for stays beyond 90 days, or if you're planning to work, you will need a certain long stay visa from your home country before traveling. So after arriving in Germany, so you don't need to bother about it again. All you need to do is to apply for residence permit. Okay, there is a new system called the ETIAS system, that is ETIAS. So starting in 2022, a new system known as the ETIAS was introduced for visitors coming to Europe. So ETIAS stands for the European Travel Information and Authorization System. So this system is aimed at enhancing security and tracking visitors from other countries that are currently exempt from Schengen visas. So if you're planning a trip to any of the Schengen zone, keep an eye for the updates and all the mandatory things that are required in these systems. So the ETIAS process includes a thorough security check for each application before entry into the Schengen zone. Let's delve deeper into the types of German visas that are available for travelers. The number one of it is the Schengen visa. So if your country doesn't have the visa exemption agreements with Germany and you're planning a short stay for business, holidays, or visiting relatives, you will need to apply for the Schengen visa. This visa allows you to stay up to 90 days within a 180-day period, not only in Germany, but also across the entire Schengen area. Your 180-day period begins from the day you enter Germany or other Schengen countries, so take note of that. The next type of visa is the airport transit visa. So if you're making a stopover at a German airport on your way to a non-Schengen country, you might need an airport transit visa. So keep in mind that this type of visa only allows you to stay within the airport premises. So you don't have to leave the airport premises. If you're planning to leave the airport premises, then you need a Schengen visa. So the next type of visa is the national visa. This is the go-to option for stays, if you're exceeding 90 days. If your nationality requires you to obtain a Schengen visa and you plan to stay in Germany for an extended period, you will need to apply for national visa before departing your home country, So the national visa acts as a gateway to applying for a residence permit in Germany, So guys, these are the German visa types. The next thing that comes to mind, or the next question that you definitely ask, is how do I apply? What is the application process if I want to come to Germany? If I want to apply for the visa, what do I have to do? So now that you know all these types of visas, let me walk you through the application process. So whether you are seeking a short stay or a long-term visa, you must apply in person at a German embassy or consulate in your home country. In cases where there is no German mission available, you can explore your neighboring countries, the neighboring countries where there are German missions, okay? The required documents, you have to be very sure to gather all the essential documents, including a valid passport, completed visa application form, recent passport photographs, travel insurance, proof of accommodation, and any other additional documents pertinent to your specific visa type, with different types, different documents. Understanding the cost and time frames associated with visa application is very crucial. So the fees for obtaining a visa vary based on the type you're applying for. These fees range from 0 to 80 euros, and there is even a reduced fee for nationals from certain countries. For short stay visas, you can generally expect a processing time of about 2 to 10 working days. Long stay visas, on the other hand, might, take like longer time. It depends on the type of visa. Definitely the long time. I can remember when it was my turn, it took more than 3 months. So it can be long, but remember to plan accordingly, especially during the peak travel seasons. Okay, now, so let's address the question that people always ask me. It's all about employment and the validity of German visas. So, working on your German visa, whether you are allowed to work in Germany while on visa depends on the type of visa you hold. If your intention is to work, make sure to specify it during your visa application. So don't just hide something. Make sure you come to the open and tell them what you're looking for, what you're coming for, so they get a clear understanding of that. The duration of your visa varies definitely, but typically spanning between 3 and 12 months based on the visa type, just like I have already said. So Schengen visas, for example, grant you up to 90 days stay within 180 period. But remember, the clock starts ticking the day you enter Germany. And in some exceptional cases, you might be able to, extend your visa. But however, they usually involve specific circumstances such as a natural disaster. To explore this option, it is advised that you consult your foreign office. Another thing that comes to mind is, what if my visa isn't approved? What if I get a rejection of a visa? So don't worry, if you get a rejected visa, it could be for one or two reasons, but you have the option of appeal. So if your application is rejected, the mission will notify you on the grounds for the rejection why your application was rejected. So you have a month to appeal to the decision by writing to the German mission, the consulate or the embassy. Your application will then undergo some consideration. So it takes time, but they get to reply. If your appeal is unsuccessful, you have the option to further appeal again, like a further legal action. So this involves filing an action within 1 month at the administrative court in Berlin, which is the capital of Germany. So guys, there you have it all, your comprehensive guide to German visas. Whether you're planning for a short stay, an extended stay, or a new chapter of your life, understanding the visa requirements and the process is very crucial. So be sure to do your research very well, gather the necessary documents, and give yourself enough time to complete this process smoothly. Take your time. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that we keep on bringing you informative content like this. I hope you like this. See you next time.